mute. Transition. Boop. And let's,
Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Check general chat.
general chat?
Yeah. Connecticut, what the hell? And your state's also on that. Your state is also on that list.
Yep, I see it. What product are they even talking about?
I have no clue.
Alright.
A pen's been identified as an insulin pen, which apparently can't be shipped. Which is stupid.
Why am I not getting audio from my emulator?
Weird.
Hang on, let me reopen it and see what I can do there. Great start.
Yep. Great start.
Okay, recent ROM, Pokemon
Get the
Black.
USS my dick in it. You said the USS my dick is soundproof. Well, she would too. He would.
No,
He would.
this
He would soundproof his submarine.
this one's got hydration though, I believe.
I don't think it could have the ability soundproof.
It would have to be like later down the evolution line, wouldn't it?
No, because I don't believe they. I don't think this isn't a line where the ability changes. Let me check. The abilities that they can have are Swift Swim, Hydration, and the hidden ability Water Absorb.
Huh.
So no,
Interesting.
there is no soundproof. It would be weird if they were soundproof, given that they're sound themed. Oh, but
Hold on, let me check something.
But hydration turns to poison touch with a seismitoad.
There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Alright.
So, although there's no soundproof, hydration turns to poison touch.
Alright. So
You remember what poison touch does, right?
any
When-
physical attack results in poison status?
It's a reverse poison point where your physical attacks can inflict poison no matter what.
Ah. Oh right, this guy. How do you like
Yeah,
the
that
sound
guy
of
with the-
How do you like the sound of accordions?
I actually like it quite a bit because of this game.
I like it.
People rag on accordions for sounding bad. I think it's just that it's a really hard instrument to play right.
I mean, hey, if Weird
When
Al
played
can
right,
do it.
it sounds great.
Oh, by the way, there was one thing I forgot to show off about the Sea Gear. If you click this little icon down here that looks like a wrench.
Oh? I don't remember this. Oh yeah! Oh no! What you doing?
Just showing it off.
I thought you were making something. So, today we're going back into the Pinwheel Forest entrance so that we can, do some, so we can battle the trainers that are out there.
Okay, will they let us, though? I remember seeing, like, a whole wall of Team Plasma, though.
I meant the entrance, babe. Like the area that you were just in. There are more trainers down south past the nurse.
I see him, I see him.
There's a lot down there, actually. Hey, trainer. Please show me what kinds of Pokemon you have. I believe this person has a Cottony.
Preschooler Juliet. He's a floof!
I know too much about this game. Other to deduce. Okay, I believe her other Pokemon is either a Cottony or a Petalil. It is grass type, so Shockwave is oh bueno.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Mega Drain.
Yeah, that's gonna be awkward. I think this is a battle for Bruce. Because, I would say Chohakai, but Chohakai doesn't need more experience.
That and them being grass type, it's like easy fodder for him, so.
Yeah, so let's send out the Batman.
Yep.
Oh wait, we need to update Chohakai's icon in the
Oh,
overlay.
that's right. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and fix that.
We also need to do what we discussed off stream last time, giving Bruce a cowl and USS Medic a hat. That's gonna be a thing you need to do off screen though.
Yeah. Alright, transition. Boop. There we go.
Oh.
Alright.
Hey.
Big pig!
Chohakai with his big muscle.
Big pig!
Honey! Okay.
Delay!
I saw you going into the moves.
I clicked in, and I accidentally, clicked the thing.
That's fair, that's fair. Leech Seed,
You seriously need to stop giving me crap about it, because...
I know, I made the mistake, I admit it.
Alright,
I'm a very reactive person, if you can't tell.
yeah. Got any used growth.
Just trying to boost that Mega Drain because you resist it.
Alright.
I'm surprised it hasn't tried to go for Stun Spore yet, because I know it has it. There's a thorn in my side because of it.
Alright, and then Gust.
Oh,
Well,
the Beans is asleep.
Beans is asleep?
The Beans is asleep for once.
Alrighty. Hey! Bruce is level 14.
I believe his next move is Heart Stamp in one more level.
Right.
How do I know her full team? I should know her full team. She's a random trainer.
Alright, Petilil, I'll keep Bruce out.
Yeah, keep Bruce out. Right now, your team is not the best against grass.
Yeah, it's... Well, no, actually... Bruce and Chohakai would cover grass.
Yeah, but they're the only ones who do.
To be fair, that's half the team.
I was more thinking, like, for not as good as they will be later when you have your next two party members and with Foss having a flame charge down the line.
That too.
Because right now, Foss is no good against grass. Check when.
I will let you see what kind of Pokemon
gets
I have.
flame charging.
Ah, look at that pose!
That is a very good pose.
His name is Homer!
Hey!
Mmm, donuts.
This would be a good chance to test out my dick.
Why does that make me laugh?
You won't never end.
Alright.
Oh.
Pulling out my dick.
Anyways, Foss gets flame charge at level 18.
18, okay.
Her next move is
Oh! Not a good move! Okay.
Let's Chohakai now.
Yep, switching out for Cho.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, I did not expect Rock Blast to do that much damage with only 3 hits.
Anyways, Foss's next move is Thunder Wave at 15, then Flame Charge at 18.
Okay, so my dick is kind of squishy. I realized what I said.
Every stream, just one long highlight reel. Every stream is gonna be one long highlight reel from this point on with that new nickname. Oh, it's going for rock. Oh, it did go for rock blast. Thank fuck. Oh my god. We need to heal.
Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, there was a nurse
Thankfully, the
right over
nurse
there.
is right. Yeah, the nurse is right there. It's not so bad. Oh my god. That was terrifying.
Yeah, I did not expect the Roggenrola to have the. Oh no! God damn it! And it's a timber.
Foss is fast. Foss is fast. You'll be fine running from it. Running from it. Really, most of your team is fast.
Nope, I did not mean to. It's the Pokemon Center problem.
Yep. Pokemon Center problem. Now on the road.
Here's another temple.
I think we could just take this one out because we have Medic.
Temple used round.
That gets stronger every turn. Yeah, don't let it get a chance to use that 2 turns in a row. You'd be dead. We already need to heal again.
Jesus.
So,
I get Foss is kind of not the best in terms of durability. But holy crap!
So, honey, we're out here to get experience. And you know the best way to get experience in Gen 5?
Get this.
This area?
Yeah.
Run back and forth near those train tracks. Waiting for rustling grass. When rustling grass shows up, pull up a rappel and go up to the rustling grass.
Huh.
Because that's where you find Audno, and you know.
I forgot this is the generation that introduced the rustling grass mechanic.
Yeah. And again, it was done away with after this generation because they didn't keep anything cool.
No, I think they actually had it to some extent in Gen 6.
I've been replaying Gen 6. They didn't.
They didn't? I might just be misremembering then.
You're thinking of the Poke Radar and Oros, which is different.
That might be what I was thinking, yeah.
Technically, Rustling Grass is a thing, but it's meant to be like Pokemon, same Pokemon that found on that route with unique moves. Or in the after game, like, not the after game, after you get the National Dex, Pokemon that can't normally be found in that region. So it's essentially just an expanded, like Pokemon with unique stuff rather than, you know, Pokemon that can only be found that way.
Oh, never did get this. Great Ball.
Yeah. So, I forget which side of it is, but that fence right there that you walked away from?
Yeah.
Hidden near it is a revive.
Okay. Another
Yeah.
temple. This is another job for Foss.
This is no job for Foss because Chohakai would be terrible here. If this thing lands a crit round, that's gonna suck.
As long as it's not a crit, we should be okay.
Countdown to failure? No! What level is my dick? What? How strong is my dick currently?
let's...
I thought of a terrible joke that we could make. It's how many centimeters is my dick? What level? My dick is 12 centimeters.
Level 12.
Yeah, let's switch her into the lead.
Let's see.
In
Attacks.
fact, I'd probably put her in Muna's spot now. And just, you know, rotate her, Foss and Bruce like that.
Alright.
Because there are also triple battles in this game, although they're not for a while yet.
Yeah, I think they're introduced around the 4th gym? 3rd or 4th?
They're introduced in the town with the 5th gym.
The town with the 5th gym. Okay, yeah.
And they're introduced in Drift Vale.
Yeah. So
right around
5th.
the time that we should have a Swoobat, honestly. Which is good.
Youngster Kita.
Is it not Cotton Keita? Oh, this is bad because Round will take out Foss if given a chance. And these things are gonna be too bulky. This is bad.
Yeah, and also I forgot to heal. Actually, no.
Yep.
Super Potion would be overkill.
Yeah, Super Potion would be overkill, plus there's no guarantee that we'd survive 2 rounds of round.
Supersonic.
Oh, we have a Supersonic? It's odd.
As long as Foss doesn't hurt herself. Yep, Foss used Shockwave. One shot!
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. Foss is gonna get a lot of experience here.
Another Temple. Keep battling.
Because I remember this guy now. He has 3 Temple.
Foss snapped out of its confusion. Excuse me. Bubble Beam.
Bubble beam. Bubble beam.
Alright, let's see. Foss leveled up to 14.
So she's caught up to Bruce. I think we should switch Dick into the lead after this battle.
Yeah, after the battle. Foss, you can at least do some damage.
Yeah, then we'll have to double back to heal up.
Yeah, just shy. Oh, Supersonic again.
Why?
Alright.
Could have taken you out.
I'm gonna take the chance to heal Foss. Use Growl. Foss hurt herself. Bubble Beam, this is gonna hurt. Growl again. Foss hurt herself again.
Why is it going for... Does it not have round?
There's that Bubble Beam. Quick attack. Yep, Foss used quick attack.
Boy.
Foss got a good amount of experience there.
That she did. She's definitely gonna be our go-to for battles against Charon and his Oshawott from this point on.
Yep. Oh, wait. Rustling grass, damn it.
That happens. That's why I always say, when you see rustling grass, put up a repel first.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I do have a few repels on me, so...
And we're about to get 4,900 Poké Dollars from the Challenge Rock, so...
Challenge Rock?
Yeah, I told you about it yesterday.
Yeah, but... Ah! Boss is down.
It's the thing I mentioned, how you can get a star piece every day, remember?
Ah, that's right, yeah.
So let's finally send out my dick.
Pulling out my dick.
We need to get her in the lead so she gets experience anyways. Cause it's gonna be a ways before she evolves.
Alright, you know what? How about a nice fuck you?
You're gonna do it to the AI what it did to you. Brilliant.
Karma!
You really did do exactly what the AI did to you.
That was for my dick.
God damn it. Anyways, let's put her in the lead.
There we go. Healing up.
Healing up? Honestly, yeah, no, we're not at that point where we would want Bruce in the lead, so yeah, let's put my dick up in the lead. Pick some levels so it's strong, so she gets stronger.
Alright, switch.
Cause my dick is still too squishy and weak.
So something I just realized with the way I named my temple. If it's two temple fighting each other, does it become a dick measuring contest?
Oh my god.
Oh. Around and around! I hope no Mega Man fans were watching that.
Why?
Because, I just made a reference to Mega Man X7, and let's just say X7 isn't the best game.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I love how we're having a... I love how two dicks are having a screaming match.
yeah,
Ours
okay.
is slightly better. Ours is gonna win. I guess you could say that your dick is slightly louder than most dicks.
My dick also grew to level 13.
Yes, 13 inches now. Inches, centimeters. God, imagine a 13-inch dick. God.
Isn't that the stuff you hear about in freaking hentai?
I was saying King Kong. You've been on hentai.
Or maybe it was a horse.
Oh.
We are so not getting monetized on YouTube.
Like we would ever with me around. Yeah, time for a fun animal fact. Elephant dicks are prehensile.
How do you know this?
Casual Geographic brought it up with one of his
It would be
facts.
Casual Geographic, yeah.
And you said that the reason we know this is probably because one scientist was fucking around and found out.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine you're studying elephants. One picks you up with its dick and throws you away. Probably what happened.
I mean...
Oh my God. Just the 3 seconds of silence, how the hell do you know that?
Alright.
I mean, I know some other fucked up animal dick facts, like the fact that a cat's dick is barbed.
I'm sorry, a cat?
Yeah! Cat dicks are barbed.
Okay, before we go any deeper into this, let's stop the conversation here.
For reference, it's because I own a cat watching book.
Alright. Youngster Zachary.
There's
Centipede.
it's like a book full of cat facts and the history behind said cat facts.
Alright. Madik.
If only we had Mudshot at this point. Honestly, with this, I feel like Bubble Beam would have been the smarter move. It doesn't resist water here.
Oof.
Okay, and we're setting up Bruce now. Psychic
You know what?
and
Let's do-
flying are both good.
Let's do
Psychic
Bubble
and
Beam
flying are
anyway.
both- I was saying, like, Psychic and Flying would both be good against this Venipede.
Oh, the Venipede has Pursuit.
Okay, so it's a good thing we didn't switch out. But, we're gonna want to switch out after we take it out. There's no way Madik is surviving against his other Venipede. Shame, too. Dick had a chance to get real big and strong.
I got stung on my dick.
Oh my god.
I need CPR.
Oh, it's a Lillipup, not a Venipede. Well then let's send out whoever we think can be the Lillipup. Could be Foss, could be Chohakai.
Foss needs some experience.
That she does. Cho needs none. Also, I'm glad we're keeping Son Goku and Muna around because they're gonna need meat shields for the gym.
Yeah.
Cause remember, retaliate.
Oh yeah, that move.
Yeah,
Yep.
which I feel like she always her Watchog always opens with retaliate. So it always goes for the 210 power attack. Just so mean for the first time players.
I do remember liking the animation for it in Gen 6. Or was it Gen 7?
Lance is blepping.
What's that?
Lance is blepping.
Lance is blepping?
He's blepping.
Ah, he's blepping. He blepp.
Oh, he's so cute. His tongue is broken. Lance, put your tongue back in your mouth, you goober. He won't put his tongue away. There we go.
Alright,
He's not happy now.
antidote from a dick.
Here's the thing. I believe that at this point of the series, poison will not knock you out outside of battle.
If I remember right, yeah, it'll just leave you at 1 HP.
Yeah, 1 HP.
But it will
Which is
stay.
honestly really nice. It's really nice. The beanies. Right there. Okay, I get it, Lance, I get it.
Would you like to have Chohakai smash the rock? Chohakai tried to smash the challenge rock. A piece of the rock broke away. Star piece!
Yep. So.
Okay, question. Is it only ever a star piece?
It is only ever a star piece.
Ah. Because I was about to
Why
say...
are you disappointed about that? That's a free $5,000 a day.
No. I'm not complaining about that, but I was
sounded so disappointed.
I was just thinking how broken it would be if, like, every once in a while it dropped a comet shard instead.
But to be fair, you wouldn't be able to sell a comet shard for a long time in this game. Because that's not sellable until Iciris City.
Wait, seriously? Not sellable until then?
Remember that stuff like the ball mushroom and comet shards were so new in this game. And they thought that they were overpowered.
Huh. I never knew that, actually.
Only specialists could buy them.
I never really knew that.
Yeah. There's one like... Yeah,
I mean, I knew it about the mushroom, but I never knew about the comet shard.
Yeah, no, it's that... There's a guy in Iciris City who collects rocks.
Ooh, my dick might not be able to handle this.
Now that you know that's rock, though, Bruce might not be the best switch in either.
No. Timber is fighting type, isn't it?
It is, but remember, it still has a move that's super effective on Bruce.
Focus energy, so...
I threw a rock at him!
It was a big rock.
God.
That was one of the best Batman episodes.
Yeah, it was just all the villains talking about the most recent encounter with him.
And like how they were so close to finally being the one to get him.
I mean, to be fair, they got close a lot.
They did get pretty close.
Like, I mean, Bane straight up beat Batman. Bane has straight up had a victory against the Bat.
I don't think Bane was at that card game, though.
Yeah, he wasn't. To be fair, I don't think Bane was in Gotham yet at that point.
That might be the case. That sounds right.
Because the thing is that originally, Bane wasn't even American.
Yeah, he was supposed...
He was from Brazil.
I was about to say, yeah, probably Brazil.
He was a Brazilian, drug cartel,
Luchador.
boss. Yeah. Who like themed himself around the Luchador, and it's that he heard like talk about the Bat in Gotham from like his underlings, and decided, you know what, I can beat him. Went to Gotham to fight the Batman. So that episode where that new district attorney says that that Batman is responsible for creating his villains, not entirely wrong. Bane wouldn't be in Gotham if Batman didn't exist.
Battle Girl Lee, to which I say, your last name wouldn't happen to be Kugo, would it?
I'm surprised by how fast my dick is.
Oh.
It's so easy, it's so easy.
It really is.
This is sad. This girl is sadly the last trainer on this route.
Ah, smashed my dick.
Yep, yes, please.
So you're into CBT?
No, you didn't say smash. You said smash. Smash has a different connotation. We were being oddly horny because of that nickname.
I know, it is so dumb.
That's also most of what we are around each other. We are, like, I've said this before, we share a brain cell.
Alright, Bruce. Bruce
No
wants to learn Heart
15.
Stamp.
That is a good move, because, Bruce, I believe, has a plus of 10. Bruce, that'll be good because it can, flinch, so I would get rid of, like, Thief or Assurance.
Yeah, I was thinking Assurance.
So Bruce can now hiss with his nose. Really is a kiss, isn't it?
Given what Bruce is, I guess.
Yeah, it's like he pushes on you forcefully with his nose, charged with psychic energy, and it can flinch.
It's a reverse boop.
It is a reverse boop, yes.
Instead of booping the snoot boops you. Ooh, sock!
You! Oh, I was like, you found the rustling grass Pokemon, but then I remembered you're playing Pokemon Black.
Let's test it out. Heart stamp. Used Leer.
This is the better of the version exclusive fighting types in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I remember I used Sock and didn't use Throw that much.
Throw just has the worst design, and it has the worst moves. It has the worst moves because I personally don't like the throwing moves much.
Yeah, fair. Let's use a Great Ball, just to be sure. Really? Okay. I swear, if I catch him in a regular Pokeball when it didn't give the Great Ball a chance.
I guess your balls weren't as great as you thought.
Also, hey, Emso. Okay. Ooh, Bruce.
Is it worth like losing some friendship points on Bruce?
Oh right, because you need friendship in order to
Yeah.
evolve him.
Is it worth it?
Well,
I mean, I was gonna say you can get friendship points easily, but yeah.
Not right now. We don't have the Suez Battle yet. Or the massage.
Don't you get friendship points by winning battles?
yeah, but
not when the Pokemon's knocked out.
Well, I
Pokemon
know
has to
that,
be
but that's what I meant. Well, that's not what I meant. I meant like,
I'm kind of just catching Sock for the sake of catching Sock at this point.
sunk cost fallacy. It's like I've invested so much into this.
I don't think you have enough Pokeballs for it. Sock is really hard to catch.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Yeah.
It was on the last Chicka.
Yeah, he's a really hard Pokemon to catch.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be funny if you end up catching him in like the heal ball or something.
You know what?
It's a shame.
Pink, my favorite.
You know what?
Oh, you have a net ball too.
Yeah, he just got the net ball too.
That would be. Honestly, either way, it'd be funny. Using one of these, like, just one of these special Pokeballs.
Ah,
Yo-Yo.
so close.
Jorio has a poll saying who did it better, Suicune or Walking Wake. Because of my username in general online persona, I'm inclined to say Walking Wake.
I mean... Well, here's the question. Suicune could run across the water, but could it actually just stand on it?
Ooh, good question.
Because Walking Wake can legit just stand on it. No problem.
I would assume that Suicune can as well. Although, Suicune is far more graceful about it, as we see from the Pokemon Forever. Is it Pokemon Forever? Is it that movie? It's the Celebi movie.
Yeah, that's Pokemon Forever.
That's forever.
You know, I will say it's
Well,
I would
shit.
say I vote for Suicune because the original is always best. But given Walking Wake, like what it's supposed to be,
You know what? Screw
I
it.
love how- I love
if you
how
get
many
if you get
people-
my meaning.
I love when people are upset that Walking Wake doesn't go with Suicune's lore, and like, maybe that's why it's called a paradox.
Or it's we don't even understand, like, fully understand what Paradox Pokemon are, like if they're real or if they're imagined.
Yeah.
So we don't even know.
Like,
Although people have been
People are talking
theorizing that in the
about-
DLC we'll see
people are so upset
Paradox
because
forms of.
these people believe that the paradoxes have to be the ancestors or descendants. But like, I mean, they're called paradoxes. That implies that they are contradictory in nature. So I don't think they need to make total sense.
Although people have been theorizing that we're gonna see paradox forms of Raikou and Entei in the DLC.
Would make sense.
Which is funny because nobody has been saying anything about seeing robotic forms of the other Musketeer Pokemon, which is funny. But then again, I mean, let's be honest, the Scarlet Paradoxes are a touch more interesting. I mean, yeah, the robots are cool, but they're just gonna look like pretty
just gonna
much
look
carbon
like robots.
copies of the original thing, just with more SpongeBob chrome, if you get what I mean.
Everything's chrome in the future.
And then I love that bit. Everything's coming in the future. A flower pops up on Chrome. A guy drives up and pulls out spray on Chrome and covers it.
Actually, speaking of paradoxes, yeah, I already said I'd help Silver later today, but yeah,
Right, with
if you want in on this,
7-star raid, whatever.
Yeah, I'm jumping in.
all right. I guess I'll ask. I guess I'll ask another friend of mine if he wants to jump in, because I don't know
Is there
if
gonna
I
be
don't know if
four
he's
of
got
us?
him. I don't know if he's got him, but if not, we can always just ask Koki to join in.
Which raid is it today?
Wait, what do you mean? We can do both. It's just like, do you have access to do you
I
have
do.
access? No, I meant do you have access to 6-star raids? Silver.
5 stars, I believe I do. I don't know about
Okay.
6
What we
stars.
have to do is we have to do a bunch of 5 stars. I forget how many, and then you'll unlock 6 stars.
Don't
Okay.
think.
Because I can only give you, I can only get you Walking Wake because they're version exclusive. Since you have Violet, you know, you could probably just host one yourself. But we have to get you, we got to get you prepped for that.
Hey,
I
Bruce leveled
can
up!
I can get the Iron Leaves because I have 6 stars unlocked.
Oh, you have Violet then? Okay, yeah, then you can host.
I can host those. Remy can host whatever the hell he wants.
Well, he would. Well, I mean, if we're gonna help him get to unlock his 6 stars, then. Oh, actually, wait. You don't need to. I don't know why I keep doing this. I think it's because the major raids, like the 7-star raids, you need your 6 stars unlocked.
Oh,
I think that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking of. But these aren't 6 stars. They're just hard 5 stars.
They're
So
just-
you should
yeah,
be able to host no matter
Yeah.
what. Yeah, I keep forgetting that, but.
In communist Pokemon, Snoot boops you!
So did you get the sock? We talked over that for so long.
No, he killed. I think he killed
Bruce
it.
is up. Bruce is high leveled enough. You don't need to level him up anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave up on the sock.
Alright, so are we raising Foster Dick up next?
I don't know, at this point, I'm just trying to get back to the nurse so that I can decide what to do.
Oh, because, yeah, Dick is knocked out.
Medic and Cho actually got knocked out while I was trying to get that sock.
Cho got knocked out. That's impressive.
Yeah!
Cho is pretty beefy.
No, he's Porky.
Oh my god.
He's a big pig.
So yeah, it's Foster Dick. Are we raising up the horse or the fish?
Oh, MSO, I think you were already out of the chat when I made that joke last time. but made a joke of imagining like Incineroar and Embor as the superpowers. You have Embor, but instead of the flaming beard, he has the flaming Hulk Hogan mustache.
Okay, yeah, I missed this one. That sounds pretty. Sounds pretty funny.
It's because they're both wrestlers, so it's like.
So imagine Incineroar sounding like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh yeah!
Ooh yeah!
Actually, funny thing. Way back when Alola was the new thing, someone actually did draw Incineroar as.
I think I remember that too.
I still think Incineroar.
And he also did the classic. Ooh yeah, you know that stuff. Yeah.
I still think Incineroar would work better as the Undertaker.
Yeah,
I mean,
Undertaker is pretty heel.
Yeah, I guess that would work. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get to raising up my dick and Foss.
Yep. Okay. So my dick needs a few levels. Foss needs a few levels.
Foss needs a few levels. I don't think Evisol would get the reference. That,
no, he probably does.
Wait, what reference?
So have you watched Dragon Ball Z?
I have a Tim Pole named USS Medic.
It's the Roshi's submarine!
Yo, thanks to my submarine!
I haven't watched the abridged. I've seen, like, some clips.
Oh, it should have been a clip. There is
a clip about it.
Oh, thanks to my submarine, the USS Medic.
Speaking of which...
Oh, no.
I mean in the ass.
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
Oh, here we go.
I'll be riding my dick.
17 years. 17 years you've been holding on to that one.
You don't know if you
Anyway, yeah, I posted the picture, at least the one that I remember. Someone actually did there's actually another one I found that I don't think I'd ever seen before of Incineroar as Randy Savage, but yeah.
You don't know the truth, that's my face, big. Wasn't answer my question.
It's tight and damp. We're gonna die in here.
God, that fucking...
It is such a good bit.
Such a good bit. I love how it was a payoff. One of the two payoffs to Roshi wanting to buy a submarine. It was one of the two payoffs.
Listen, sometimes you gotta know when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. And right now, it's folding time. Pig, grab my dick!
Please tell me you mean the submarine. God, it's so good! It's so good!
My dick grew to level 15!
MSO is typing furiously, just noting down how insane we've both gone.
Oh, I haven't really paid attention because Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't I haven't watched the abridged series. Like I said, I've only seen like like a couple of clips, but not I don't think I've ever seen that one.
DBZ abridged
I mean, maybe
is
I
great.
have, but it's just been a while.
I think that was during the was it during the Cell Games arc?
It was during the Cell Games arc. The Team 4 Star's favorite season, Season 3. They really, like, Kaiser and Lonnie, during their walkthroughs of their old stuff, have ragged so hard on Season 1 and Season 2.
Yeah, nobody likes their early work, as you put it.
Yeah, especially considering that Season 1 was rife with the super edgy LOL kind of early, like, mid-2000s, early 2010s humor.
Oh, critical hit on my dick.
It was just like... What?
A P-Dove used air cutter.
So it cut your dick?
It cut my dick. That sounds really bad. Like, I get that's the point, but that sounds really bad.
Gee, I wonder why.
Alright, the timber's down.
I would have probably switched in,
He's going down. I'm yelling timber. Seriously.
I would have switched in Foss for my dick.
My dick's down.
I was wondering, like, maybe Foss would have been better because Foss would have resisted that.
Yeah, but at the time it was just, Switching to Foss. Shockwave.
Oh, back in Major Chip posting, I love the Skyrim meme. Like, although, like I said, dumbest thing to get arrested for in Skyrim.
Okay,
Yeah.
MSO, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Oh, the
that one
spoiler.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah, the spoiler one.
Doo-doo-doo.
The actual file name is just spoiler, 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 spoiler over and over again.
Okay, that's good.
That's brilliant. Here's the thing. Are you gonna be doing much catching?
This is more as a just in case.
I guess.
Besides, there are other benefits to the paralysis status. Like, as long as Pokemon is paralyzed, their speed is lowered somewhat.
Yep. Alright, so let's go revive my dick.
Wasn't there a whole song about giving a dick CPR? Oh yeah, it's the same one that gets mashed up with Maroon 5's Misery and, of all things, freaking Reese's Puffs.
I love that mashup so much. So.
It is so stupid, but it is so good.
I saw a Team Rocket one.
I saw that. I saw, let's see, there was the Fate one with Saber, Sakura, and
JoJo
Ryu.
Yeah, there's also one with, I want to say Daisy, Peach, and Rosalina or something.
Yes,
I think
yes.
it was made by Pringus, I'm pretty sure.
There's the JoJo one I sent you.
That
I
mashup
think that
is...
was the first one I saw because I had no idea what the hell it was at the time.
I love how it's Old Man Joseph that's singing Reese's Puffs.
He would. A critical hit on my dick. We're having way too much fun with this name.
We really are.
You know what? I'll use a super potion because I am.
Oh yeah, I can't believe we're actually getting a Devil May Cry crossover in X-Dive.
I mean, shouldn't be that surprising. They're both Capcom.
I mean, well, yeah, but Capcom has been so focused on either Street Fighter or Monster Hunter.
that is
Seriously,
true.
we've had three. Count them, three. Well, at least the Asian server has. It's had 3 Monster Hunter collabs, and I want to
That
say
is
it's
true.
had 2. I
if
want to
there-
say it's had like 2. What's up?
If there's any complaint I have about Capcom, it's that it feels like it focuses way too much on particularly Street Fighter and or Monster Hunter. Like, okay, I get Nintendo is guilty of this with like Mario or Zelda, but that's because those 2 games are like a couple of their trademarks, and Mario especially freaking saved us from a freaking video game market crash.
Yeah, Mario at least. Although, how long can? Good question is, how long can you have Mario hold that over you, like it's saved video game market, before it gets to be like, yeah, no, but he's just literally in too much stuff.
I mean, Nintendo's better about it. They actually, like, give their other franchises the spotlight. But how many different versions...
True.
But, like, my argument with Capcom is that I usually go with, how many different fucking versions of Street Fighter 2 do you need?
I mean, I think that's pretty much a meme at this point.
Yeah.
Not even just at this point, but it's been a meme. Yeah.
But you get my point. You get my argument there.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a meme if it wasn't, you know, so damn true.
Exactly. It's one of those it's funny because it's true kind of things.
And this is gonna sound funny. I wrote this in the channel, but I'm actually glad that X is getting some alt costume love. And you might be thinking, like, what the hell? Like, he's getting like every
he has
every
like all
version of his suit in there. But it's like, well, yeah, that's true, but he hasn't actually gotten like those are all canon designs.
Those are all canon designs. Those are all actually like alternates with different abilities. He doesn't just have a costume.
Right. I mean, I'm not counting the X-Dive armor because that's. I mean,
X-Dive
all the
armor is
different-
counted
all
as
the
a
different
separate
heroes,
character. Yeah.
Yeah, because all the different heroes are getting like X-Dive armor, and X-Kai doesn't count because that's basically an X-clone who's meant to be a totally different character.
Basically, like copy X from Mega Man Zero.
Pretty much, I guess. Or more like I guess Zero. I guess. Well, then again, I don't know if he was meant
Zero
to
and
replace
Omega,
Zero
kind
in
of like that.
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he was meant to replace Zero in that particular what-if timeline or what, but yeah. He does get another costume in, funny enough, the third Monster Hunter
Yeah.
collab.
The the
It's like that white, yellow...
Crimson
demon or
Varlant
something- or not demon.
armor,
Yeah.
I think it was called.
Wait, what was that? What armor?
The Crimson.
No,
Oh wait,
that's Zero.
that's
Crimson
it.
Valorix? Yeah, that's Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets some... Yeah, X gets some kind of...
Oh
yellow,
yeah,
whitish
that one,
thing.
the
Yeah.
Rathalos armor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the original Rathalos, but yeah, no, he gets another armor
Oh, neat.
in the third
Hey,
one.
I
But yeah,
have a-
I completely forgot about Rathalos.
I have a game series I would like to add to this with. Disgaea. I mentioned this to Soul, but the sheer number of mobile phone ports that Disgaea 1 has gotten. And that literally every time a new phone comes out, it gets a new port.
I
Well,
forget.
wait a minute, Disgaea is not made by Capcom, is it? Or
I know,
are we
I'm
talking about
like
something?
another company that does this. It's not NIS.
Oh, okay, we're like-
Yeah,
Well,
Capcom is
then.
just one
Okay.
of the worst offenders.
Capcom's one of the worst offenders. Although I want to get one of those Japan-only phone ports for Disgaea 1. So...
I mean, have you tried emulation? I mean, there's plenty of phone emulators out there.
Well, the problem is I first need to learn how to speak Japanese because they're Japan only.
Well, there are some emulators where you can add like an APK file, I think it's called, and then it basically just translates it. It basically just switches it to English.
Sorry about that. Had to get Lance.
Alright, so... I got some errands I gotta run in town, so...
All right.
Talk to you guys later, and later tonight we'll see about getting you those Paradox Mons.
Yep.
I got Lance getting on top of the fridge. And the first thing he does is start demanding food.
I actually had to put my cat's food up on a, like in a separate container, and then put it up on a really high shelf she couldn't access because
She kept trying
what
to...
she would do is she would tear open the little bags of food. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it in this big container. So then she would knock the container off the table to try to open it, and then start at it again.
Cabinet.
So it's like, yeah, okay, fuck it. I'm putting it high up in the cabinet then. Just to make absolutely fucking sure you don't figure out how to open the cabinet doors or anything.
Oh, Lance has tried. Lance has tried. You know those little stoppers that, like,
Audino,
come in
quit
this
using
box?
double slap. You're slapping my dick.
I'm not gonna touch that one. You know those,
You know,
those little...
I'm surprised. I do find it funny. I'm sure you guys have made this joke before, but I didn't realize until just now that well, I haven't been watching the stream, but I just realized that a Pokemon named My Dick is female.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
Wow.
Oh, Mudshot! Mudshot! Mudshot!
Finally, Mudshot. Yes. Okay. Let's
Oh my
get
god, we've been waiting for that one.
let's
You
get
know,
rid of
funny
Growl.
enough, I was even gonna make a joke about Adino slapping the dick, being like, "Ew, that's gay," and then it's like, wait, it's female. So hold on a second. I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now.
You got a little off topic from the cat thing.
we already made the CBT joke. Don't worry.
Anyways, Lance has actually learned to open cabinets, but he is respectful enough to not... Well, it's not that he's respectful enough, it's that there's no way he can get into that cabinet, because it's the cabinet above the oven.
Well, the thing is, the reason I put it up on the above the cabinets is because there's literally no way she can get up there because it's so cluttered.
You know, the thing is, I would do that if it weren't for the fact that my cabinets are built into the wall, so there's no above for these cabinets.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I do gotta get going, so
All right,
I'll talk
we'll
to
leave
you
it
guys
to it.
later. See ya.
Yeah. The joys of having a studio apartment, you're not, like, there's never enough storage space. The Wonder Launcher. This item no longer exists.
Yep. I think.
Okay, I didn't bring this up. You know what would be cool?
Yeah.
If the Strident Gym was later in the game, have that gym battle be a triple battle.
That would have been good.
Yeah. Like, if it was late enough in the game where 2 hours would have been introduced, have you fight all 3 gym leaders at once. There's 3. It works. Plus, yeah, no, you have to come to the store on a Wednesday to get the item. So, Foss, Dick, Joakai, and Bruce are all level 17. Hey,
I think. Let's see. I think Medic is like level 15.
no, because Dick got Mudshot, so
Yeah,
Dick
so-
has to be... But was that level 15? I don't remember.
Let's pull
Let's
it up.
check. That was level 16.
Medic
or
is
higher.
level 17. Okay.
Yeah. So put Foss into the lead, and let's just take on the gym. Let's just try to beat the gym today.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. I am not on drugs. I swear. Yeah,
His
Dick.
dick is impressive. I mean, it is. His dick is very impressive.
I want to see things no one can see. The ideals of Pokemon inside Pokeballs. The truths of how trainers should be. In a future where Pokemon have become perfect. Do you feel the same?
Yeah. An ideal world is something that I feel everyone wants to see in some way.
Yeah, but that's kind of that's kind of A, the problem, and B, the theme of Pokemon Black and White. The whole truth
Yeah.
versus ideals thing.
Yeah. And really, both are important.
Oh, I might have pressed the wrong button.
Oh, you said no.
Yeah, I think I pressed the B button. By mistake.
Test you to see if you can see his future too. And I have foresight. Do you have foresight? Let's find out. Pulls out a fucking knife.
I have 5 sight.
Guess what I'm
Pulls
going
out a
to
gun.
stab you. Guess what I'm going to stab you.
Alright.
Let's just go to the gym with Foss. Is that Foss is gonna get a lot of experience from this battle.
Yeah,
he
I
has
could.
a Pidove. He has a Pidove, a Timpole, and a Timber.
Alright, a Leer.
That's not gonna hurt much. Not until he sends out that Timber. Which I assume you're probably gonna switch out if he sends out Timber.
Probably.
Carrie, what is that emote?
Kroga 1 Panic.
What the hell is that emote?
Alright, Temple. I'll keep Foss out.
Yeah, Foss is good for this. That Temple also, thankfully, doesn't know Mudshot yet.
Yay!
Imagine that thing spewing its gunk all over Foss.
Ew. There's the timber. I'll switch to Bruce.
I really wish that you could, like... One thing I miss from Gen 4 is the friendship checker on the
Oh right,
Poketch.
because they took that out in this game, didn't they?
Yeah.
Confusion. The square root of 93. See, the timber was confused. It was so
You
confused.
you also caught me off guard for a second.
I mean, it worked.
It does. It worked on me. It works on a beaver man.
Krogar is a streamer I'm friends with, and this Kroga1 Snorb is an emote I made because I was bored. What the fuck is that?
What?
Kroga1 Snorb. What the fuck is that even supposed to be?
A sleeping orb? Cause Snorb?
That is weird. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world. So I need power. Power enough to make anyone agree with me. Oh, dark path there.
Yeah. It's never the answer.
Now I know what power I need. Zekrom. The legendary Pokemon that, along with the hero, created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero. And you and I will be friends. This reminds me of that one episode of all things, X-Men Evolution. They introduced the Blob, and he developed a crush on Jean Grey, and near the climax, Jean Grey was trying to tell him, hey, you can't force somebody to like you.
Again, I bring up like the whole Ultron Jocasta situation. Ultron forced Hank Pym to make him a wife based on Janet, and he even had Hank try to transfer Janet's consciousness to Jocasta. Turns out that she was not happy about it and basically killed herself by transferring the consciousness back. So it's like you expected a hero to like you because you trapped her in a robotic body.
Let's see. Meteorite contains some kind of energy from space. Ordinary old stone. It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We only display it because it's rather pretty to look at.
Yeah.
The
Not a
Pokemon...
pretty look at. Good. It's a good thing that he had it there.
By the way, the gym leader Lenora happens to be my wife. Oh boy. They had Bowser brain. If she can't escape, then she has to love me. That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Pokemon gym where a leader waits for a challenger at the back of the museum. It has a great atmosphere, doesn't it?
Are you ready for word? What for word problems?
Oh boy. Hey, fresh water. Reminder to stay hydrated. That's what this guy's doing. Normal Pokemon are weak against fighting type Pokemon, so this one might actually What?
Yeah, I was just reading it.
Oh,
Just reading the text.
sorry.
The question's hidden in books.
You can move forward. For your information, the first book is Nice to Meet You, Pokemon.
New Pokemon.
If you don't know where the book is... Okay. Trainer Timmy.
Does he have fairly odd parents?
Yes, his parents are a little kooky.
So his last name is Adams?
Timmy Adams. That actually does like a whole other character.
Yeah, that's honestly not a terrible name.
Alright, Petrat. Shock Wave.
Yeah.
Ooh, that crunch hit a good bit. Thunder Wave. Fresh water for Foss. Hydrate before you dihydrate. Sand attack, which doesn't matter because I have Shockwave. Detect! God damn it. There we go. Man, finally took that Patrat down. And Foss is just short of getting level 16. I may be a bookworm, but I'm not a bug Pokemon.
Yeah.
Good thing I stocked up on those potions. Alright, nice to meet you, Pokemon. Do you want to read this book? Yes. It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokemon for the first time in his life. He is with a small brown Pokemon. There is a memo between the pages. Pokemon trainers, I am the gym leader Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now this is the first question. What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is on the bookshelf in the middle row. Now try to find it. On the bookshelf in... The biology of Patrat. It describes the biology of Patrat that communicate with each other by movement of their tails. A Patrat raises its tail when it sees an enemy.
And that's all we get to read because biology can get to be really weird.
As I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside its body and gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? The hint is somebody may be reading it. Well, I only see 2 shelves with people in front of them, so...
It's gonna be the one about trains. I'm just letting you know.
Flame burns inside its body and gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book about Tepig, but is this book the correct answer? No.
Oh. No.
It gives off flame from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. It's slightly different from it gives off smoke from its head while it runs.
Yeah.
The answer to this memo might not be a living thing.
So it's the other person with the book.
Structure of a locomotive.
It's time to look. It's time to look in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
I love how you got that immediately.
I grew up with that shit. I am old. Scientist Satomi. Birdier. Ah.
Yep. It's a big boofer.
He's a boofer.
It's a really strong boofer. Be careful.
X defend. Okay.
Hey, well, it's a good thing you're going for shockwave, not quick attack.
Thunder Wave. Let's go for that.
That might be good. This thing also, it doesn't have Intimidate, so what it has is Sand Rush.
Sand Rush?
Its speed is boosted in a sandstorm.
Good thing I don't have Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Shockwave again.
Really could have sandstorm by this point.
Alright, you know what? Charge.
Charge will make your next shockwave more potent.
Special defense rose.
I can go for a bite or take. I'm surprised it hasn't gone for takedown. Yeah! Oh, 1 HP left.
I think this is where I switch to Cho.
Yeah. Just the Che. Then use like a couple potions in between battles.
Yep. Pig! Pig, pig!
Big! Big pig! You can be big too!
Oi! Jagen for some bacon. He's a big pig. Yep. You could be a big pig too. Oi!
Yep.
Rock smash.
It's time to smash some rocks.
Alright, Cho Hakai is now level 18. Foss is now level 16.
Both are good. That's good. That's very good.
Alright, let's see.
Now it's time to heal Foss. To a bookshelf after you're done reading. That's the rule of libraries. God, I wish that was enforced.
This is the bookshelf for general studies. The structure of a locomotive. Do you want to read this book? Let's see. Flame burn inside his body.
Lance, stop getting on top of the fucking fridge, you dumb cat.
It's impressive you found this place. This is what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat it up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? Heroico kappa soup.
Let me come get your son because he's being a pain in the ass again.
Alright, I remember seeing somebody make animations to that theme song. It's just a fucking soup commercial. But the animation there is like, what the fuck?
Welcome to Japan commercials!
Oh, no. The product was, I think, like, Dutch. It was either Dutch or German.
Hey, wow.
Alright. What was the hint at the end?
Little whiner. There you go.
To the entrance. Sweets for Pokemon. There are sweets called puffins made from berries in the faraway Sinnoh region, and Pokemon love them. There's a memo on the cover. Did you manage to get here without being tricked by the questions? That was the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, move 1 to the left, move 2 forward, and 1 to the right.
It's bullshit.
and move one backward.
That's such a bullshit question. What it really means to say is go to the one with the school kid in front of it. Because I have actually done those steps. It leads you right back to this bookcase.
Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me? Yes.
Okay. Well then. Hey, Lenora is a scary gym leader.
Alright, schoolgirl Lydia.
Her team is really strong.
Alright, Thunderwave, just to be sure.
I'm gonna pull up the Lenora page. Lenora, an archaeologist with a backbone.
Shockwave. Ooh, that was a good hit. Another Lillipup. I think I'll keep battling, but after I use Thunder Wave, I'll probably try to heal Foss. Nice. Excellent. Okay.
I'm so sleepy. I don't know why.
Boo. Use the potion on Foss. Tackle. That was a surprisingly strong tackle.
Yeah, at least they don't have takedown. Imagine the pain that would. God damn, they are strong.
Yeah, that is a strong puppy. Good thing I used Thunder Wave, eh?
Yeah.
Quick attack, finish it off. And I think that was the only Pokemon she had, too. Oh, Foss is level 17.
Yes, one more.
Alright, keeping Foss out. Thunder
Doesn't really
Wave.
matter if Foss faints now because she's caught up.
Tackle, okay. Gonna heal Foss. I'll have to heal Foss again because just used Bite. Come on, Lillipup, stay paralyzed, stay paralyzed. Of course it's not gonna.
Say paralysis.
Paralysis! Tackle. At this point, screw it. One more shockwave.
Tackle. Tackle.
Tackle!
Gula.
Tackle kula?
Tackle.
Furikuri, furikura, furikuri, furikura.
If you like talk like a lot,
Right.
uh,
This is the bookshelf for Pokemon, the biology of Tepig.
Gods help the world when you and I actually live together and just keep feeding off each other's chaotic energy.
Alright, there is a memo between the pages. You managed to get here. Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. I look forward to our battle. Gym Leader Lenora. Click. There is a switch under the book.
Alright, it's time to get our ass beat.
Wow, a hidden staircase. I like the touch of, okay, there's a stack of books on top of the bookshelf, and when it's done moving, a couple of the books just flop over to the side.
Yep. Also, Bruce is just losing his mind.
Bruce is just losing his mind?
I have posed behind the bookshelf. I didn't think I could put stuff underneath the bookshelf.
I'm getting so many ideas from humans.
All these ideas! And I don't have enough brain space to contain them all! Why was I born without hands? I
Alright.
need to write these down!
I'm gonna...
Big! Write this down for me!
Alright, let's see...
Time.
Alright, let's engage.
Open with someone you don't mind their having their physical attack get cut. Which I guess is really anyone but Cho Hakai. Because they all have good special attacks.
The director of the Nakreen Gym and the Nakreen Gym's leader is me, Lenora.
Me, Lenora!
Well, Challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you so lovingly raised.
I don't know why, but I always imagine Lenora having a very slight southern accent.
I can see that. I can see that.
So Lenora!
Herdier!
She's under a Herdier! Intimidate with the moves Takedown, Bite, Retaliate, and Leer. This thing is gonna hurt. It has Takedown.
Alright, starting with Thunder Wave.
Always a smart idea.
It used the takedown. One shot false.
Yeah! Like I said, that is scary.
Okay, you know what? Switching to Cho.
Yeah, switch to Cho, and then afterwards switch into the Son Goku and Muna, so you can heal Cho afterwards, and Cho can avoid the retaliate. You could go for Rock Smash, try to lower its attack, or you could go for Arm Thrust and just do more damage.
That's what I'm mulling over. I'll use Flame Charge.
You're not really gonna benefit from the speed buff because you're gonna be switching out to avoid the retaliate.
The Herdier is paralyzed, so it probably won't matter.
I guess. No, because remember, Watchhogs retaliate.
Yeah. Okay,
Just punch it! Punch it real good!
smack the bitch
Rock
up.
Smash would do 90, Arm Thrust would do, like, 60 per hit.
Smack the bitch up.
Smack the bitch up! You hurt Joe Hakai's horse.
Change the pitch up. Smack my bitch up.
You know, the thing is, Cho could breed with Foss. They're both in the Field Egg group.
Alright,
That Watchdog is level 20, Illuminate for its ability, the moves Leer, Crunch, Retaliate, and Hypnosis. You're sticking out with Cho?
Arm Thrust.
I really hope...
Partly why I used that Flame Charge is so that I could outspeed it.
Oh, that's smart. Oh no!
It used
no.
Hypnosis. And Chohakai avoided it. Excellent.
It's an idiot!
Bullshit no jutsu, motherfucker!
It could have one-shot Joe, but it didn't!
Bullshit no jutsu, motherfucker!
Power!
No problems whatsoever, except maybe Faust got taken down once.
You are so unbelievably lucky! You are so unbelievably lucky! How do you keep pulling this off?
Bullshit no jutsu, motherfucker!
Smog is useless, you don't need it.
Give up on Smog.
You have fire type attacks, so anything that Smog would have been super effective on, you have something super effective on anyways. You lucky son of a bitch!
Bullshit no jutsu, motherfucker! Basic badge.
Despite the badge being named Basic, I doubt either of us will forget that moment.
Okay, which one was it?
The AI basically giving you the win by wasting their turn of 210 power retaliate. I would honestly teach retaliate to Cho, maybe, or anyone else who can learn it.
Alright. Retaliate. I love like I said earlier, I love the animation for Retaliate in, I think it was the Gen 6 or Gen 7 games. Where they basically treated it like it was a freaking samurai movie at the very moment where there's that samurai slash before the opponent goes down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
Alright, so I'm gonna see who can learn Retaliate out of your team.
Team Plasma is threatening to
No
steal
one.
some bones.
No one. Not even Cho can learn Retaliate. That TM is useless to you. Great! Great! It's a great move and it's useless to your team.
We, Team Plasma, claim this museum's dragon skull in the name of Pokemon liberation. Yeah, you're a little late to that party. That Pokemon's already dead. Plasma!
They throw smoke grenades down. So what do you know? They're knights and ninja. Oh, okay, here's the reason why it has that animation in Gen 6 onwards. The name of the Japanese name of this move, Kata Kyuchi, refers to a practice common to samurai families in the Edo period, where a samurai was allowed by law to avenge the murder of a direct family member.
That makes sense. This is a surprise visit. Are you suffering from artist block again? This is Berg. He may not look like it, but he's Castilia City's gym leader. Yeah?
Thanks, Lenora, you bitch. I imagine Berg looking so offended by that. Like, what about me doesn't... In the previous town, there's 3 who are constantly wearing aprons. How do I not look like a gym leader, but they do? Hey, you little pup. My headcanon, Lenore does that to him, but not the Cafe Trio, because the Cafe Trio use normal types in the gym. So it's just her trolling Berg, because he's her neighbor that doesn't like dogs.
Ooh, dowsing machine.
Yup, now you can go find that revive if you want to.
Alright, come on, come on, come on.
I'm guessing you probably want to find that revive. If it's a revive.
I have been, you know, kind of hurting for a revive, so yeah. Let's head into the Pokemon Center, heal up.
Oh, my neck just cracked. Ah.
let's see what I can get from the mart.
I don't think there's much that gets added. Yeah, there ain't really anything that gets added. It'll get added when you beat... More stuff get added when you beat Berg.
I do need to stock up on, I guess, a couple of super potions.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, with your team, Berg's gonna be no issue because it's a bug gym. You have a fire type and a flying type.
Yeah, so should be good there.
And for the Dwebbles, you have Medic. Lance, get out of cabinet! Lance! Ah, cats!
Alright, Gonna go ahead and, save this feature.
Oh, check this side of the train tracks first.
Right. Okay,
Dowsing?
dowsing machine, there we go.
I think that this version of dowsing machine is best because you can just have it on.
Yep. Oh,
It will just point for you.
there it is.
Yep, there's a revive that honestly probably would have been helpful in the gym to get Foss back on her feet.
Yeah. Oh, hello. There's another one up here.
Yeah. Believe
There it
that
is.
it's an Ultra Ball?
Yep.
I know too much about this game. I really know too much about this game. So the way you turn that off is you either activate it again, or you get into a battle. Or you open the menu.
Funny how I pressed the button immediately before you said that.
Yeah.
This leads to Pinwheel Forest. If they manage to scuttle off into the forest, we might have trouble. Alright. Now let's go ahead and save. And that was a big yawn.
Yeah.
Into the forest we go. Well, you see, there are two ways out of Pinwheel Forest. The road that goes straight and the path that winds through the woods. I will take the straight road after them. If they're not there, I'll block the exit. Would you please take...
this gym leader that they are a little nervous about fighting will just sit on my ass at the exit to the forest while I have you, a trainer I know nothing about, go through the forest to try to track down these dangerous criminals.
Well, to be fair, he's blocking off their exit. One, two, keep time with each other, and 1, 2, punch! We discuss what to do before battle.
So these two both have Swaddle.
Mayo and May. I feel bad for anybody with the name Mayo. Alright, Thunder Wave on one, and Gust on the other. Boy, he did.
Yeah. Imagine when Bruce gets Air Cutter.
Oh.
'Cause yeah, he gets both Air Cutter and Air Slash leveling up. Also, Foss is one level from getting Flame Charge, which will make this area an absolute joke.
Yep.
Wait. I just realized
Yeah.
There is a trend we're breaking.
What is it?
This is the only region so far where we haven't planned to use a grass type.
Shoot, I think you might be right.
Because for Fire Red Redux, we're using Exeggutor. In Crystal, we used, Victory Bell. In Emerald, we used 2 grass types in Sceptile and Ludicolo. And in Sinnoh, we used, Torterra.
Oh, yeah.
Well, unless we added a grass type to the Black 2 team, which I don't think we did, we're not using a grass type in Unova.
Because Unova already has weed. It's supposed to be based on America,
Wait,
so...
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, your Black 2 White 2 team doesn't have a grass type. It's Emborg, Golduck, Magazone, Flygon, Crustle, and Weavile.
Alright. Pulling my dick out.
In public, babe. And yeah, this is also the only region so far where we haven't used the Ghost of Dark type. We will use one in Black 2 because Weavile.
Here we go.
You need to eventually figure out your sword streamplay team.
I've got a rough idea. At least for the starter, I know what I'm using.
Yeah, Cinderace. Probably want something for the water gym. Like an electric type, a grass type for the water gym. A water type would be best because that would also deal with the rock gym.
Start off with a Thunder Wave on that Purloin.
Oh, it's open with a thunder wave.
Zappy zappy.
Now, I did bring up that there is a ranger to your north.
Yeah, I saw.
There's a male ranger to your north that has my name.
Forest in a forest.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind being a Unova Pokemon Ranger because I like the Fem Ranger's outfit.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the female trainers in Unova having pretty cute designs.
Yeah, I mean my absolute favorite design is the female Ace Trainer. Like the skirts tights combo is really cute.
And a quick attack.
Beat up the cat! And I bring this up because not only does that guy have my name, you want to battle Rangers because they give you berries for free after battling them.
Oh, yeah.
So they give you free healing items.
Oh, right. And then there's this Mossy Rock over here where if you have an Eevee, you can have it evolve into a Leafeon?
Yep. Blow up Eevee around the stone and it evolves into Leafeon. Problem is, in both games you can't use that until the after game. Which is stupid because in Black 2 and White 2 you can get Eevee before the Nat Dex.
Herdier.
Oh man, we're not gonna make it to Sky Air Bridge today, damn it. Not unless we go a little longer.
I've got time to, but yeah.
Yeah. Because you do have today off. It's just a matter of if you want to.
Let's see. Thunder Wave.
And it's risky because of that takedown. Only we had a ghost type. Like a candle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a little will-o'-the-wisp.
Yeah.
Will-o'-the-wisp.
We'd probably name it Lumiere.
Lumiere? Would be nice. Oh, okay. Foss is down.
Well, good thing we got that revive. Hang out with Nick or Bruce, because Cho definitely doesn't need it.
Bruce.
I am the knight. I am the one who will stop you.
Heart stamp. But first,
I will give you a kiss.
I boop this newt.
Oh
Nope.
god, that takedown. That almost... That was a hit, Bruce. You're really trying to go for...
Oh, it flinched.
Damn it!
I was just doing heart stamp because I thought it would have some good damage output.
It's the same power as Confusion, if my decision right. We got Bruce involved from this, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright. It's at level 18, so...
I've had one evolve at level 16, babe.
Fair enough. Alright, first
Level
off...
doesn't matter, it's just how... revive the pony. The pony needs loving.
Revive Foss. And let's use up some potions.
Remember correctly, Foss is evolving in 10 more levels, and Medic is evolving in 8.
Sounds about right.
Once Medic evolves, we'll have our answer for the entire 4th gym.
Right. Let's see.
You don't need to worry about that item over there. That's a big root. You're not using HP stealing moves.
Still, could potentially make some good selling fodder.
You know, you could just register the dowsing machine.
Yeah, I know. I intended to earlier, but...
It's a tiny mushroom. Oh, we'll always talk about dicks. How fitting.
Right, what was over here? I had to... Cottony!
Ain't bad for Cottony, Joe.
I've been married a long time ago.
Oh, Foss just needs to level up already. Also, once we get to Castalia, we will get the item to evolve Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, I would suggest we wait until Goku gets Seed Bomb, but we're not raising.
Ew, that was a crit.
Yeah, let's switch her out.
Joe.
Joe, it's time to cook this popcorn.
I turn white clouds into black clouds. Which in the context of Cotton A is actually pretty horrifying.
Yeah. Also thought you were going somewhere else with that, and I'm not sure where I thought you were going with it. It's faster than you still?
Yeah. From what I remember, the Tepic line doesn't really have the best speed stat.
Hey dog, but I'm still surprised by that because you're 6 levels higher than it, and you're an evolved Pokemon.
Foss is level 18.
Right,
Foss wants to learn Flame Charge!
We getting rid of Charge for Flame Charge, or are we getting rid of Quick Attack?
Quick Attack.
Alright. I'll get rid of charge for pursuit then, which is the next move at level 22.
Possibly.
This is really a bad place to have Medic, because there's so many grass types.
Big root. Let me go ahead and heal
With all the
Foss again.
dirty jokes you've been making, my brain, immediately almost said, I wonder how big that root is. We've been making too many dirty jokes. My mind is stuck in that mode now.
This is the closest we could get to violating TOS stream.
It's like Animaniacs just pushing the envelope just enough.
Give me the bird! We would, but the fox sensors wouldn't allow it. Hey, look!
That's the most famous clip from that show. That and Fingerprints.
Good night, everybody.
Thumbprints? No, fingerprints.
I don't think so.
I love how up for it Prince looks in that scene.
There
Like
was
he's-
also,
like
what
he's
was it? They
Nile.
were talking with Beethoven, and he says, I am a pianist. What was that again? I'm a pianist.
Pianist.
Good night, everybody.
God, so good.
Or what is it, when, they were playing around with this statue of the professor's head, and he says, stop playing with my bust! Good night, everybody. Found an antidote. Okay. Well. Oh, right. What was it? There was a button
It
on...
does remind me of that. The bus joke does remind me of a joke from I mean, brain fart. True Life of Zack and Cody was London's like, where'd my bus go? Because it wasn't. Zack accidentally broke it, and they were trying to raise the money to fix it. Zack, Cody, and I forgot her name, but she was Mosby's niece. Said we sent your bus to get buffed in Buffalo.
Alright, a Pensage.
Have more Pansage facts from the anime. Do you know Science Pansage once used Solar Beam while frozen to one-shot an Abomasnow?
That is insane, but at the same time, I can somehow see the logic.
It was that some arrogant ice type using bitch tried to take the Strident gym by beating all the gym leaders. She was told by Silent's brothers that Silent was off on a training journey and that she would have to find him and beat him so that she could get the gym. Her Abomasnow immediately froze.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Voss is just
Her
barely alive.
Abomasnow immediately froze Silent's Pansage. She's like, I won! Meanwhile, Silent was muttering to himself, talking about how sound and lights could still get through the ice, and they screamed, use Solar Beam!
Yep.
His Pansage already had a Solar Beam charged up. It was like they were on just that much of a wavelength.
Chistleberry. Yay.
I really liked the anime version of Silent. I know his whole kind of sore stick probably grated on people. I found it charming. I found him having all these wild interests that he's super attached to charming and relatable because, you know, someone with autism, I myself have my hyperfixations.
Alright.
So, even if it wasn't intended to be that way, it felt like to my teen brain, it felt like representation.
Alright. Up this way. Up. Ranger.
Eh. Also, I love the episode where Chili goes to seek out Silent, because Chili's like, I'm honestly not sure how I can zest up my battling anymore. And Silent suggests that he teach his Panseer Solar Beam.
Oh,
It's
right,
a
because
move it
Panseer can learn it too,
that-
yeah.
Yeah, it can learn it, and it would be like a little surprise move that challengers wouldn't see coming. Silent's suggestion was literally just vary your moveset. Try to find moves that the Panseer can learn that people wouldn't expect it to have.
Yeah, sometimes a little perspective is all you need.
Yeah. Because again, like, the anime, I think it outright said that Silent is the oldest of his brothers. They're all triplets, but Silent was stillborn first. So Silent's kind of looked up to by Chili and Cress.
Petcha Berry.
It's a Pecha.
Petcha.
I would love to try a Pecha Berry, but the berry descriptions in Gen 3 and 4 say it's very hollow inside. So I don't think there'd be much to try.
Flame charge on Venipede.
Careful, because it may have poison point.
Got the speed up. Nope, does not. Or if it does, it just didn't trigger.
If it does, it didn't proc.
Oh yeah. And the Venipede's down.
I feel like I suggested Venipede for your team at one point.
I think you did.
Just because I like Scolipede, but I've never really had the opportunity to use one. Alright. So we are gonna finish Pinwheel Forest this...
I guess we'll finish Pinwheel Forest and then call it there.
We're gonna get to Castelia before the end, so we can hear the music, the awesome music of the bridge.
I don't even really remember much about the music, other than of course Drift Fail City
Okay, I'm just gonna.
and Nimbasa.
go into-
Nimbasa has some pretty good music too.
I'm gonna go into why I'm so fixated on Skya Bridge's music. It was in my first playthrough. I struggled a lot with Lenora. Despite me having a pig knight, I didn't quite understand the new moves, so I kept getting beaten by her. And I finally made it past her, and I got to Skya Bridge. And that song, that upbeat, adventurous song, just made me feel like, yeah, things are really gonna start picking up for me. This game is gonna start getting a lot more exciting. It was a song that you would imagine playing at like the rising point of an adventure, which this is, because
Yeah.
the game's gonna get a lot more intense and story driven from this point on.
One thing I will say about Gen 5 in particular is that it feels like a lot of the soundtrack has just picked up compared to the previous entries
Yeah,
in the series.
Just wait till that cutscene in Impasa. You know the one with Bianca and her dad.
I think I remember.
That song.
Also, hey, I landed a good crit.
That you did. And then you got bit. Imagine if that critted.
Yeah.
Exchanging crits.
Here we go.
Oh, I just thought of a dumb joke. You both crit. You can't escape from crossing crits.
Paralyze heal, okay.
So, this isn't a TM that you can use, but down there, down those stairs,
Yeah,
you see that item ball near the trees?
I think I saw it.
That's the grass knot TM. It is completely useless for your team. None of your Pokemon can learn it, but it is there if you want to take the time to go get it.
I think I'll go ahead and switch to Medic.
Dick, who's probably gonna get a lot of use in Castelia because Dwebble.
Incinerate, which probably won't do much.
Yeah.
Bubble Beam.
Your dick's blowing bubbles. Might want to get that checked out.
I was about to say. My dick grew drowsy. Oh,
Oh no, your dick's about to go to sleep.
oh.
Wake up, your dick!
Yep. Okay.
Will we ever grow up past these dick jokes?
At this rate, probably not.
Good, it's more fun this way.
Alright, you know what? I'll just carry on through the forest because I need to finish
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna come back here anyways, because I assume you're gonna want to catch the Swords of Justice.
Probably.
Yeah. So, like, we're coming back here anyways to catch Virizion. Who, I've seen so many people, I've seen, like, the anime implies Virizion is female, or at the very least female presenting, because of her voice and general mannerisms. Because, like, there was, the Swords of Justice movie was Kyurem.
Oh yeah.
Implying that Kyurem is the enemy of the Swords of Justice.
Right.
Caldea was an insufferable little prick in that movie for the start. But that was kind of the point. He was meant to learn a lesson. I was like, Caldea was studying under the three because, you know, he's supposed to be the fourth musketeer.
Yeah.
The Daltania. And it's that his final exam was going to be go and defeat Kyurem, the enemy, like, go and defeat our enemy Kyurem in a battle. Caldeo got impatient and went there before he was ready. He got his ass beat, and the Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion had to go rescue him, and they got frozen for their efforts.
Ugh.
So the movie was Caldeo stubbornly trying to go back to fight Kyurem again, while Kyurem was pursuing him, and then in turn Ash and Co, because he was traveling with them during the movie, trying to murder Caldeo for breaking into his house.
Castle Doctrine.
I mean, it doesn't really work. At that point, it doesn't work because Caldeo's not in his house anymore. Castle Doctrine only works when you're both in your house and you have no feasible way to get out.
Heh, overkill on the Patrat.
And in that movie, Kyurem was able to switch forms at will, no Reshiram or Zekrom needed.
There we go, we got the skull back.
Now that skull has an in-bag description, but you never get to see it in-game. Because it immediately gets taken away from you.
Gorm
So
of the
they
Seven
wrote-
Sages.
They wrote an entire description for the dragon skull that you never see. Excuse me. Ain't that interesting?
Oh sweet, the bug Pokemon were getting all worked up, so here I come, and what do I spy with my little eye? This important looking guy. Right.
You know, given the... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. Let's see. The remainder of the 6 sages have ordered their compatriots to take Pokemon with full force, but the odds are a little against us now. To you, Pokemon... Know your enemies, know yourself, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles. This time we shall retreat quietly. Just good liberation of Pokemon.
I guess that's why...
Hmm?
I guess that's why he's a sage. He's rather, wise.
A sage
That's
who
some
is
good
actually
wisdom.
a sage.
Yeah, that's some good wisdom. Know your enemies and yourself, and you need not fear 100 battles. That's some sage kind of dialogue.
Yeah? I think I'll be heading back, Lenora. Well now,
Anyways.
I'll be waiting for your challenge at Castelia City's Pokemon Gym. Yes indeed, I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks to Pokemon Origins, we know that gym leaders have, like, teams depending on the number of badges you have.
Which, that, I think, is a good mechanic.
What do you think Berg's, 8th gym badge team would be? Because that's presumably his personal team.
Ooh.
Like, we know it's gonna include Leavanny because that's his ace.
Maybe a Vespiquen?
Presumably also includes Scolipede and Crustle because those are on his team.
Maybe a Vespiquen and Beedrill?
Vespiquen and Beedrill. I was thinking a Volcarona. Volcarona, an Escavalier, and a Galvantula.
Galvantula, probably.
Yeah. Maybe not the Volcarona due to its rarity, but I do think he would have an Escavalier and a Galvantula because he does have a Blast in the challenge mode team in Black 2 and White 2.
Yep. Oh, Miracle
So he
Seed.
does have that line. Also, Sunstone. Oh, wait, no, that's right. That's not the Sunstone. Sunstone that you got would have been useful for evolving Cottonee into Whimsicott if you so chose.
Ooh, here we go.
Best song in the game!
Going on to the
Or
bridge.
one of the best songs in the game. I love this game's soundtrack so much.
Oh, this is a good song. Also, as far as when you have to hatch some Pokemon eggs, this is probably the best spot to do it.
Yep. God, why did Black and White 2 have to have this bridge locked to the after game? Imagine hearing this song in that game too, in the main story. And this song, Unwavering Emotion and Outer's theme are all great songs. Like, some of my favorite music in the franchise.
Yeah, and I like how in some parts of the bridge you get all these changing camera angles.
Yeah, you also get to see that, it's an actual bridge in every way because there's cars going over it underneath you.
Yeah, that's a neat touch.
I love how alive Unova feels.
Alright.
Like Castelia City is just a big alive area because
right, this song. I forgot how good Castelia
the major streets like the one next to the Pokemon Center, you go in those, you just see NPCs running by.
Yeah.
It's like it's a major city. This is basically New York City. People are going about the day, going to work, coming home from work. going shopping. People are just living their lives, and we get to see it. We actually get to see it.
Yep.
It's not just a playground for us.
All right. With that, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I think that is where we are gonna call it today.
Alright. 2 steps closer to, Ibanog and, Lumiere.
Yeah.
I assume we're gonna name the Joltik Kebanog.
Carbanog, unless I could think of something else.
Yeah, because the D&D reference.
All right. Let's see. Who are we going to raid?
Oh,
And what are we going to raid with?
We're not giving this Joltik a knife. I'm sorry.
Oh, no tactical Joltek?
Not this. Sorry. I still have that art. I have that on a flash drive somewhere.
Oh, hold on.